And welcome back to the IWAR Network Tubecast. I'm your host, Alex G. And with me this evening, we have Aaron and we have Matt. What's going on tonight, gentlemen?
It's all going on, buddy.
Fantastic.
You always ask us what's going on, but we never ask you what's going on.
Nothing. Just got over COVID. That was cool. So.
First time?
Yeah. I thought I was gonna die. Like there was a moment there. I was like, I don't know if I'm making it through this, guys. Like,
was it the breathing or the toilet?
It was I had the chills. And I was shaking so bad, teeth were chattering, and I couldn't breathe.
Oh, I didn't have that.
Yeah, so it was really bad. But I won't say I'm 100%, but I'm fairly close to 100% right now. I'm just tired, a little achy, got a little congestion in my nose, but other than that, I'm okay.
You sound congested.
Yeah. It's gonna be that for a while, I guess. Lost my taste, but I think I got it back. So.
You did?
Yeah.
You gotta lay off the blow. Gotta do.
I mean, I wish I had some. It'd be awesome. Cocaine's awesome.
There you go.
As I get demonetized like right now, like for some reason the last two shows, like we got demonetized in the last two shows. I don't know what we said, but we offended YouTube in such a way that they're like, "Nah, you're not getting any revenue from these Tubecasts, the last two that you did."
Oh no.
So, speaking of revenue, with the holidays rapidly approaching, make sure you use our Amazon affiliate link. It's right there on the left hand side here. Please
there it
use
is.
it. I get 30 cents for every order or so. So keep on doing that. In addition to that, we have badges and all types of fun stuff to subscribe and to so we have super chats if you want to throw me a couple shekels.
There you go.
That would be nice. Just
super chat.
Well, to show your appreciation for all the hard work and the hours of entertainment, over 200 shows, I think, in total.
That's true, yeah. And in honor of the holiday spirit, I have a bottle here of Mountain Dew, ginger snapped.
Oh.
So how bad could it
awful.
be?
Sounds
That's
awful.
fucked up, man.
Oh my god, it smells horrible. Hold on. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a big fan of Dr. Brown's black cherry soda. But back in the day, the best soda ever, I can't find it anymore because the supermarket's out of business. But you go into Pathmark, and Pathmark used to have 3-liter bottles of soda. Like, they did not give a fuck. Like, here's 3 liters of soda, right? And they would have all these crazy flavors over there, pina colada, but they had the fruit punch, but it's fruit punch soda, which is ridiculous.
I remember that one.
And I don't think they make such things anymore.
I remember the 3-liter bottle of fruit punch. That just like my friend with that or grape.
Just insane, just nuts. And it wasn't like their cola or their Sprite ripoff were like disgusting. You know what I mean? But their other, I guess you would call them niche sodas, were fantastic. So there it is.
I would say of all the generic stuff, I always think the cereals are my favorite generic stuff because the names are so ridiculous. Because they just clearly gave up. Like one of them, my favorite was it was Lucky Charms ripoff, and it was called Happy Shapes. What are we gonna call this thing? I don't know. Happy Shapes. Good. Go with it.
Just saying, like there's if you're buying cereal and it comes in a bag, like you're probably not gonna have a good time.
Well, as our international correspondent, Aaron, do you guys have like knockoff of Frosted Flakes?
Not that. Oh, we have like the generic. We have a company called President's Choice that makes like the generic.
Do you guys not even have a president?
We do not. I guess we're going on your President's Choice for our.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It makes it even funnier. But what I did see the other day.
Metamucil doesn't make a cereal. I don't understand.
Oh. There it is.
Oh, you Canadians. Yeah.
Saw some pretty
silly ways.
Of board games the other day. I took photos of them. Let's see.
You ever play the game of Life?
Yeah, I remember that game.
I played that one, yeah.
It's weird. It's a weird fucking game.
So yeah.
Little car with the pegs.
Yeah.
These knockoff board games I saw, instead of Yahtzee, it's just the word yacht for some reason. And then instead of Guess Who, it's Who's There.
What?
And then there's a couple more here. Instead of Sorry, it's Oops. Instead of Connect 4, it's Inline. And instead of Battleship, it's Naval Command.
Ridiculous.
Oh. What is there for Stratego? Remember that game? that was the game I enjoyed. Stratego or Risk. Risk was a good one. It was so bad, but you were so invested, you just wanted to finish the game, and it went on hours.
Right. I had friends who played Risk. It lasted like days, and they would like get pretty obsessive over keeping the board exactly how it was.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be accusing each other of cheating if there's like something slightly over like 2 or 3 days.
I always loved the Seinfeld episode with Risk where he's carrying the board in the train. And he's like, the Ukraine's weak. And the guy's like, no, Ukraine's strong. And he smashes the board. Who knew it would come true?
When I was a kid, I used to go to church, and we used to have a Christmas party in the church basement. And we would have a grab bag, right? So the first year, I go into the grab bag and pull out a present. Thought it was gonna be cool. Open it up, and it's Parcheesi, which I did not open or play because it's fucking Parcheesi. So the next year, I go back and put my hand in the bag, the big sack. I pull out that same fucking Parcheesi because my mom brought it back. I put it back in the grab bag the next year, and I got it twice. So, fuck Parcheesi. How about that?
I was scarred as a child because we went to this family party in the community, and I was being nice and letting all the kids ahead of me go to Santa, and the kid who was ahead of me was the last one. Like I was the last one in line, and he was big, so Santa gave him a gift, and then I didn't know this, but Santa ran out of gifts.
Oh.
So when I stepped up, Santa had no gifts, and he went, "Oh wait," and he went to the tree, took a candy cane off the tree, and gave me a candy cane. So all the kids got presents, and I got a candy cane, which I quickly sharpened and stabbed Santa in the eye.
Right in the eyeball.
So that's why you're such an asshole these days.
Yes, so I was so bitter. I was like, damn you to hell.
Now I wanna hear any memories that Johnny B may have had for the holidays. Regale us with some stories. A Christmas story style, perhaps, would be awesome.
You probably got an IWA world title where someone
he got a Wild by Johnny Rates t-shirt.
Do you know what? You guys have Yankee Swap there in Canada?
We have what?
Do you know what Yankee Swap is?
No,
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
You don't know? Okay, so Yankee Swap's a thing up here. So what it is let's say you're having a family party, but instead of bringing gifts for everyone in the party, because it's a huge family, right? Everyone brings a gift. And then what you do is you go around, and the first person picks a gift out of the pile, opens it. The second person picks a gift, they open it, and if they want, they can then trade with the person ahead of them. You can swap gifts out.
I have done that before.
Yeah, they call it a name.
I don't know, man. That kind of sounds like socialism to me.
No. It's not. It's capitalism because you can take the other person's gift. If you get like the packet of oven mitts, you're like, well, I want the scratch tickets. I'm taking those. I have purposely brought scratch tickets to all the Yankee Swap parties I go to because they always cause bad feelings. Because it gives like $5 of scratch tickets and let's say a bottle of booze, they're fighting for it. I went to a party once. My friend Stacy didn't know anybody there but her, and I brought a gift card, scratch tickets, a bottle of wine, and a $20 gift card to the adult store.
Oh.
Yeah, and the women were like going back and forth, and it was like, again, Yankee Swap. So you pull a gift out, you don't like it, you take somebody else's gift, and you can take anybody's gift. So it's always good to go last because you get the pick of the litter.
I think we called it hoser swap up here.
Hoser swap?
That sounds inappropriate.
Is that a Canadian slur right there? Are we in trouble? We getting demonetized?
I'm gonna Google it and I want to get an adult film.
You're gonna get in the list if you Google it.
Have you guys seen Strange Brew with Rick Moranis?
Oh yeah. Not only have I seen it, I quoted it the other day, and someone at work actually got the quote.
No, stop.
I gotta piss so bad.
Did we just become best friends?
Bob and Doug McKenzie. Come on. They were, what do you call it, SCTV.
Our greatest international export.
I always remember that Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, one half of that tag team, starred in SCTV.
No way.
Did you ever notice that? The guy from SCTV and Robert Gibson looked identical.
Oh, right. Jim Flaherty.
Can't think of his name.
Jim Flaherty?
Yes. Yeah.
He was in Happy Gilmore as well.
You suck, Gilmore.
You jackass.
So, yes, I'm sure Johnny got his Johnny Rage shirt. Oh, I just picture like opening Christmas morning. Oh, an IWAR title belt. Thanks.
Again?
No, he got an engraved clock. Merry Christmas.
It's like getting socks in the Johnny B household. It's just the world title every year.
You're the champ this year, kid. I just won an Atari.
That would be a cool idea, though. Actually, I just thought of that. Figurines of the original IWA jobbers.
Yeah, we should get in contact with one of those action figure companies. You have all the stars.
You're not gonna believe this. We've got a revenue boom for it here.
Big Ben Jr. You get your Luther Alexander action figure.
Kind of a niche market, though. I'm not sure how well it would sell.
No, you would sell like 5 of them a piece. Period.
Everyone's got their favorite.
Well, Mike Cook would have like 6 of them because he'd have to have all the action figures.
You know, Hasbro's doing this thing now. It's called I guess a selfie thing, right? That's what they're calling it. Something stupid. But you'll send them a picture and they'll make an action figure of you. So like you can pick what brand. So you could be a G.I. Joe and they'll fucking scan your picture and put a head on it. Star Wars, they'll do that too. It's on Hasbro Pulse right now. It's probably like $400, I would assume, but it's a cool concept.
I think I saw Ric Flair was doing that for his.
Yeah, that was shenanigans.
Printer.
Yeah, that was some trash. I'm sure Hasbro was gonna take care of you on that and have it be as authentic as possible.
Fun fact about Hasbro: if you go to their offices in Rhode Island, their lobby has all kinds of toys in the lobby.
Yeah, like
Transformers, G.I. Joes, everything, etc. Like just out to play with.
And just guys smoking crack outside. So it's cool.
Free kid.
Hey, free toys.
So I heard you got some correspondence from good old JB. Is this true?
Yes, we have some Q&A from Johnny B.
This is not TNA, that's for sure.
All right. So, and my screen went blank. There it is. Okay, here we go. All right, from Johnny B. Jr. During the previous Trash Talk Review Tubecast, you discussed the phenomenon of leagues with initials ending in letter other than L. I'd like to take this opportunity to officially confirm that Alex was, indeed, the first manager to inquire about the possibility of creating a league such non-standard initials. He never followed through with his plan.
It's true. It's true.
Then in May of 2020, his close personal friend, Dr. Payne Mark Duchesne, independently requested that the PKL be renamed the PKW. Many other leagues quickly followed suit. I found it a bit puzzling that managers were under this impression that league initials were required to end with L, since we had both the XXL and XXL2 in 1998, for example, and more recently we had North and South divisions of the Center Stage League in 2006, abbreviated as CSLN and CSLS. Alex didn't join until those leagues had closed, so I guess The more veteran players either forgot about them or assumed we had made exceptions for those special cases, but wouldn't extend the same courtesy to the proposed leagues. In any event, I still remember the initials Alex had requested. Does he?
Yes, it would be WAR War. It was Wrestling Association Revolution, by the way. Was the name of that league.
You nerd.
Yeah.
War.
I think that was 20. I don't forget what year that was. But yeah, I was gonna launch it. I had a video all set to go. I was gonna launch it. I was gonna launch it in I think it was probably January 2018, 2019.
Is that your like Extreme League?
I forget the It wasn't a crazy concept. I think it was more of a. I think it was Japanese Deathmatch League. That is the idea.
Tommy Christopher won't stand for that.
No.
Okay, part 2. I previously disclosed that the first R-rated movie I saw in theaters was Blaze. But the question also came up about the first R-rated film I had seen, regardless of venue. The answer to that query is Conan the Barbarian, which is I watched during a sleepover at a home of a friend whose parents could afford and didn't disapprove of cable television. That may explain why I was so disappointed to see Zen Roar only take second place in the ambulance specialty tournament this past cycle. Sorry. the love for Zen Roar.
Zen Roar, Mark. Who isn't, though?
I'm a big Zen Roar fan. There are also nude scenes in the Death Race series of movies I recently decided to watch. I've never seen them all, but I know there are some interesting vehicles on display. The ones I have seen. Just this morning, Gold Day, I watched the second film in the franchise, Death Sport, and erstwhile pro wrestler Hard-Boiled Haggerty made a cameo.
It's true.
I was immediately reminded of your video idea to review movies and TV shows that featured wrestlers. Should it ever come to fruition, you may want to give Death Sport a pass, since even star David Carradine actively described it as terrible. It may actually be less painful to cover one of Haggerty's projects in the following year, the Muppet Movie. Better yet, stick with wrestlers that I and your other fans are familiar with and critique something like The Longest Yard.
First of all, Hard-Boiled Haggerty was awesome in the AWA, all right? In the 60s.
Okay.
He also makes an appearance at Slamboree 93.
Is he as good as Jake the Milkman Milliman?
Better. Like he's actually legit like at the time like he's in like the top 10 discussions for world champion. You know what I mean? Like he was a big deal.
Oh, yeah. He says you should critique something like The Longest Yard, so Alex will be forced to take back what he said about Courtney Cox. I don't remember what you said about Courtney Cox.
I don't know. She lacked titties? I don't know.
Well, I will say this. I remember the Death Race movie, the first one. With
Stallone's in it.
Stallone's in it, yeah.
He is.
Machine Gun Joe Paterno.
Yeah.
That was a good movie as far as, like, it was terrible, but it was fun.
Yeah.
And I still say the scene with the you know what the movie's about, Aaron?
No, I don't.
Okay, Death Race is called Death Race 2000, I think was the year.
Yeah.
And the idea is they have these team of cars that go across the United States, and it's a race to the other side of the country.
And they have to murder people.
Right. If you murder people along the way, it's like you kill like babies and old people, there are more points. Where so it's like you can kill.
Like it was supposed to be like a social commentary on like where we're going as a society in terms of our entertainment and like, hey, listen, we're gonna have like this which is actually not far from the truth. We've had the Amazing Race. We had stuff like this kind of without all the murder, but
Cannonball Run.
Like it's
but no, it's a great scene where there's a hospital and they push all the old dying patients out into the street in their wheelchairs, and then the nurses all run back towards the hospital, and as the guy drives up, he takes a quick turn and runs over all the nurses.
The extra points for running people over. Like it was like a game show, but it was like sort of like Running Man, but
yeah, the host was like, "Oh my God, Machine Gun Joe Paterno did it again." It was really over the top, but it was like again, that's like I want to say a 1980 movie maybe.
No,
it's in that.
No, before. I think it's before Rocky.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's before Rocky.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
That would make sense actually, yeah, because he'd be a big star after that.
But there was a death race. There was a death race that came out in the 2000s with Jason Statham as well.
Oh yeah.
Right. That was not that one.
No.
All right, so the third question, the third Q&A. Finally, I want to personally thank Alex for his many, many years of tireless service to his fellow players. It's no easy task creating an entertaining commissioner report every 3 weeks, rain or shine, and thinking up pay-per-view ideas that a wide variety of people will enjoy. Every time he hid something funny inside a photo, every time he made an effort to include your wrestler in a storyline or contest, looking at you, backstabber, every time he took time away from his family to create tournament brackets or tally scores to determine championships, every time he mentioned your wrestler in this Tubecast, that he was going, that was him going out of his way to make the game better for you. If you haven't already, maybe let him know what a great job he did for close to a decade. Failing that, consider buying something through his Amazon affiliate link.
Please.
There it is. So, yes, as we mentioned last time, Alex is passing the IWL torch.
Passing the baton, perhaps.
The baton, yes. Torch, baton, etc. So there it is. There's your Q&A from Johnny B.
Do you know who also is in Death Race 2000? Martin Cove is in Death Race 2000, by the way.
What is?
Martin Cove, the guy from Karate Kid, the sensei. The evil sensei from Karate Kid, who's now in Cobra Kai.
He's Boy Toy, right?
He is Nero the Hero.
Yeah, okay, that's who it is. There's a lot of nudity in that movie. I remember that, too. There's a scene like the orgy scene.
Yeah. Need more of those in movies. I wish they were in the... Imagine, like, MCU, but with, like, fucking titties in it. Just...
You wonder why you get demonetized.
That's true. I'm just saying. It's like... I kind of go into these movies with, like, expectations that they're never necessarily fulfilled.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Just like...
I'm just saying.
Should we announce, too, that we're going to be having the draft tomorrow night?
Draft will be tomorrow night, guys, so please watch.
I hope Derek will.
Yeah, we probably should ask him. Good idea. Possibly the draft is tomorrow. We'll find out.
Yeah. Tomorrow night, asterisk. So, do you want to do the results of the specialty championships first, or do you want to wait?
Let's do that.
All right. So, as Johnny B had mentioned, this cycle was the 2022 specialty championships. So, the way it works is the top 3 finishers in each area win either $100,000, $25,000, or $10,000 IWA money. And so I won't read off every single winner. I'll just mention some of the guys from our leagues. If that makes sense. So the ambulance, Torch, former NWL wrestler, came in first. Zanroar came in second, and Brom Hoperin came in third. Biker Championship, there was nobody from our guys that had any representation. So, anyway,
Biker Championship, like, where's that?
Like the Biker Chain Championship.
Oh, I thought it was like assless chaps and stuff.
Yes, yeah, the guy from Blue Oyster Bar.
Yeah, Village People.
Dun, 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 dun. Brass Knuckles Championship, Brom finished second, and third was a Samoan Assassin, managed by our very own Aaron Fitzpatrick.
When was the last time you've seen a good, brass knuckles used in professional wrestling?
Last week.
No.
The other night.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley.
Was it Rampage or was it
Rhea Ripley? Rhea Ripley cranked Beth Phoenix.
That's who it was.
In the back of the head.
Yeah, it was a good shot too.
Okay, that's fair. Probably should actually watch some wrestling instead of watching the AWA from the '60s. I watch Hardboiled Haggerty.
Yeah, Hardboiled Haggerty wasn't there. Rhea punched what's her face, Beth Phoenix in the back of the head, and then threatened to concerto her unless Edge said he quit, and of course he did. And then they concertoed her anyways.
Okay, that's fair.
That's cool. So getting back to this, casket champion was our NWL's very own No Limits Nick Dane.
There it is.
Third place was Punk Rock Mike. So hope you're on the mend. By the way, Punk Rock Mike, hope you're getting better now. He's been laid up, so good to see him still active.
Feel better.
Yeah, feel better, dude. Circle of Fear champion, Colonel Doom.
What the hell is Circle of Fear?
I don't know. Is that like a ring of fire?
A toilet seat?
Is it like a nookie on the cookie?
No. Demonetized.
Last one, the nookie has to eat the cookie, buddy.
Oh, we're not making money now. Better Than You from the BWL by Michael Cook. Let's see, Elimination Chamber. None of our guys won it, but Nick Largo came in second, so good for him. First Blood champion, once again, Nick Dane. And then Shackles Malone was in second, and Dave, the Decision Wasilewski, was third. We had Hangman's Horror, which El Mascarado from the BBL now. He transferred. He was in the NWL, now he's gone. So,
good for him.
Yep. Hardcore champion, Brahmo Baron came in third. Hell in a Cell, Punk Rock Mike came in second. I Quit match, Seth Adams Lee, well done, Benjamin Kellogg, for finishing second. Although the guy named Snake Duncan, I like that name.
That's good.
Iron Man Championship, Dark Danger, from NWL by McLeon Jadu. I hope I said that right. McLeon Jadu. Shiloh Wallace came in third for that one. Last Man Standing, didn't win it. But Wisp came in third. Lumberjack champion was Mad Dog Tommy Zulu out of the BRL. Brahmo Baron finished second. No Holds Barred match. I don't know if they smelled Dookie. But none of our guys did well in that one. So the Parking Lot Brawl champion was Dark Danger. And Playboy McFerrari finished third. Singapore Cane Championship. Rodney D'Armand took the second spot for that. And let's see, Soul Survivor. Now, I have a question about Soul Survivor. Is the Soul Survivor champion an homage to the IWL?
I would assume
I've always
so.
wanted, because I can't think of any other match like a Soul Survivor match. Like there's a Survivor Series, but that'd be kind of silly. Like, but just, I'm curious. I mean, Johnny, you can probably tell us, because I think if that's the case, that's pretty damn cool. Because you and Ryan did, establish that match as a big premier event.
Yes, the premier event.
Super Dragon out of NWL by Chuck Zietlow. I hope is that Zietlow? Zietlow?
I think
Chuck, whatever way I say it. Let us know how to pronounce it. Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match. Brahmo Baron finished second, and in a stunner, Ray Del Mundo out of the IWL finished third. Managed by Blake Morgan and Gary Casabry. They co-managed Team International. Finally, the Texas Bull Rope. None of our guys did anything. So I guess the real question here is, one, is that Soul Survivor like a nod to IWL? I might just take it as such and just say that, yep, that's what's going on. So there's that. Other IWA news of note, did want to say congrats to all the guys in the leagues. The action's been going pretty well. IWL on top again. Good for you guys. Happy to see, and by a lot too. You guys are really cranking it up. So there's your IWAR activity news.
All right, man. I dig that. So when we start, you want to start with the NWL?
Yeah, Aaron.
Let's do it. All right, so let me get my results here, see how many matches and whatnot we had.
You had a lot.
We got NWL 190. I feel like we've had a bit of a dip in activity, but I think that's kind of understandable considering, I think that's the things of the NWL. If you guys can shed some light on that. Alex ran the league for 3 years in the past, and then Matt's been in and out probably since the beginning in, what was it, 2012 or so?
For NWL?
Yeah.
Yeah, it started 2011 towards the end of the year. There was somebody else originally, and then they just abandoned it, and I stepped in with Frank, and we took over, and then it went from there.
Right. Have you ever had a period when you guys were running it that, activity just dropped off to a
yes.
scary point?
Yes. Yeah, it happens every so often.
All the time.
It cycles. It kind of comes along. You get this really good rush of guys, and a lot of the times they want to all leave together.
Right. You get panic DMs, messages oh my god, guys, relax. We'll be fine.
I don't think we're quite at that point yet with the NWL. I'm kind of viewing it as the NWL commissioner as a chance to kind of refresh some things coming up. I'm going to be putting some things in the next bulletin, kind of hyping up maybe, some new a new bulletin in the new year and freshening things up a bit in general. We still have a good group of players in the NWL kind of holding it down. For this past cycle, which was NWL number 190, fall 2022, we still had 109 cards, 870 matches, and 36 Battle Royal entries. Currently active wrestlers out of 153, we have 38 active, 130 matches, 0 transfers in, 0 transfers out, 8 new wrestlers, and 3 wrestlers removed after matches. So I think that's still a pretty stable situation for the NWL. Like I mentioned, we have a good core of players still. So I want you guys to keep up the TTs, keep putting those matches in. It's been a bit of a transition between, the class of 2021 is kind of filtering out still. So, I'm looking at it as an opportunity to kind of launch some new things. Matt's kind of getting back involved a little bit more, I think, in the next couple of months, helping run some things. So that's going to be pretty fun as well. Of course, we always have Jeff helping out. So, we have a great team. We have a great roster, and we're going to keep things going here. As for the title page, New Wave League number 190, fall 2022, league champion is the Spider, Sancho Valdez from the Lone Star Redneck crew. TV champion is Father Arturo Bartolo. Central Plains champion, Sinister Moon. East Coast champion, a complete scumbag, Caesar Sterling. Great Lakes champion, Super Dragon from the AOD stable. Mid-Atlantic champion from the Nord stable, Ingvar Thornvald. Northeast champion, Your Everyday Hero, Oliver Livingston. Pacific Northwest champion from the Battle Royal, we have Tormund Eriksson from the Nord faction. Rocky Mountains champion, we have Father Conrad. Southeast champion from Honor Revolt, we have Lionheart Lachlan Kincaid. Southwest champion, we have Zamot Firefly. West Coast champion from the Battle Royal, we have Nightmare Court, Scarlet Briar. League Tag Team Champions, we have Dark Danger and Your Everyday Hero, Oliver Livingston. TV Tag Team Champions, we have Father Conrad and Father Arturo. League Six-Man Champions from the Nord faction, we have Skullgrim, Redbeard, Tormund Eriksson, and Zigzag Man. TV Six-Man Champions, Father Conrad, Ricky the Irish Wolfhound King. This is Ricky King's first NWL championship, so I want to give a shout out to Ricky the Irish Wolfhound King. He's got big things in his future. This is just the beginning. He's getting pushed to the moon. Johnny B sees a bright future in this guy. And then, of course, completing the trio there is Father Arturo Bartolo, and the Battle Royal winner is Father Arturo Bartolo. So a pretty strong showing from some newer guys in the NWL and some mainstays. That's NWL number 190.
All right, fantastic. I dig that.
And I want to give another quick shout out as well. I see that Hate Clown is joining along with this Tubecast tonight. It's always great to see Hate Clown, showing up and getting back into the swing of things. So I hope he continues to be up on the upswing in the next few months.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Matt, you want to do the BRL?
Sure. Just a quick little side note on the NWO activity-wise. So I've been tracking the activity there for a few years now, and in January of 2020, it was down to 87 cards and 85 cards, and then it sprang up within a few cycles to 224 cards. So once you get a bunch of batch of people coming in, it'll blow up.
Once in a while, I take a peek at some other leagues around the IWA, and I'm just like a tumbleweed is kind of blowing through there. There's no TT. There's not a lot of matches. I think I saw a league with 4 Battle Royal entries. So I think the IWAR just has established a pretty solid base of players, and it's I don't think it's
it's true. I always say too is that oftentimes I think the way to look at it now is to say the TT for those leagues is probably if you go to the online thread, the drop, right? And then you have people below posting like what they did. That's kind of their version of trash talk for competitive big roster players. Whereas like, because I mean, those guys are playing against each other for the report hits, where, guys like us are just trying to, win a regional. So, yeah, Southern Regional. Woo! So BRL. All right, let me get this underway here. Battle Royal League 591. League champion for the second time ever, Rodney Diarmond. Well done, Rodney. TV champion, Agent 26. Central Plains champion, Double R, Rob Ratliff. East Coast champion, Owen Bullock. Great Lakes champion, Jack Whiskey. Mid-Atlantic champion, Jim the Anchor Needhart. Northeast champion, Shapeshifter, RJ Gold. Pacific Northwest champion, the Left Fist, Eli Shabazz. Rocky Mountains champion, Timberwolf. Southeast champion, Hackensack Jim Huggin. Southwest champion. Southwest champion, Jane the Vixen Red. West Coast champion, the Great Canadian Mauler, which you want the great one. You don't want the average Canadian Mauler. Just remember that. Tag champions, Playboy Michael Eves and Steve Whiskey, who they've been in the league for a long time, but were not active. So I guess it means they're active and playing now. So, boom, from like inactive to tag champs. There you go. TV tag champions, Team Meow 3.0, El Reyes Scorpion, and El Barbero. Six-man champions, the Alpha Males. And I think they had a 521, but I'm not sure if it was per. TV six-man champions, Saskatchewan, Sasquatch, the Zombie Hunter Matthew Porter, and Chief Old Gray Fox. That's right, the same guy who Luther Alexander beheaded a horse and put that horse head in Fox's bed.
It wasn't Luther.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mike Mason did it, right?
Correct.
It was a good time. I remember that. I remember reading that being like, holy shit. How am I going to work this into the report? Battle Royal winner. I think back now, I should have made it a bigger deal and been like, horse head on a pole match. Well, you live and learn. Battle Royal winner earning $50 in IWA credit, Aries. So that's the second time this year that Aries has won the Battle Royal, too. So that's 100 smackers in IWA credit. Well done. Other BRL news. Just to pull the Iron card. We had 119 cards, 72 Battle Royal entries. Nobody left or came in. And as far as activity goes, we're doing, fairly well. We're a little slower. I think this past month was the first time I had like 4 or 5 players who like across the game were like, I'm not going to be able to be active this cycle. Something came up. I'll be back next cycle, and that's fine. Just it's good to take a break now and then if you need to. But just always say, let me know. That way I know, like, oh hey, you're not just falling on the face of the earth and jumping back in the action. So BRL activity, 119. Our highest this year was 177. Oh, sorry, 184. 184. So see if we can get back up there again. But it's 4 cycles left in the year, so we'll see how we do. Let me see what else is going on BRL wise. I'm still hammering out the Battlecade pay-per-view. So if you want in on that, I think I've got the whole thing mapped out pretty well. I think there's 2 wrestlers left that I wanted to get in that are both inactive right now. So I want to make sure they're going to be active, but that should work out well. But that's your BRL. 591.
I dig that.
Oh no.
Let's see. Next up, IWL. This would be number. Hold on, it's coming back up. So this is IWL Independent Wrestling League number 163. League champion, the Christian Warrior. Television champion, Sheepdog, Rogue Rady. New York City champion, Bill Bonecutter. Los Angeles champion Dave the Decision Wazalewski. Boston champion Primetime Alex Styles. Detroit champion Bob Bonecutter. Cleveland champion The Shotgun Kid. Dallas champion Shocker Jimmy Electric. Memphis champion Brutally Honest Abe. Miami champion Barry Tickety Stevens. San Francisco champion Foreign Tongue. Chicago champion Kenneth Oblivion. League tag team champions Christopher Destruction and Kenneth Oblivion. TV tag team champions The Main Event Dylan Matthews and Prime Times Alex Styles. League 6-man champion Alec Axel and Alex von Schnapp. TV 6-man champions Dylan Matthews, Triple X Extreme Xavier Jimenez, and Primetime Alex Styles. That would be the Empire of Chaos. And your Battle Royal winner, winning 55 free IWL matches, Thad Clayman. So what's going down in the IWL? Well, we're rapidly approaching the King of Pro Wrestling, which I'll be sending in matches next cycle, so be prepared for that. Yeah, that's coming.
This cycle or next cycle?
It will be 164 will be the cycle. We are currently at 163, so it'll be next cycle.
Oh, my God. This one coming up. Oh, man. Oh, the pressure. Oh, the pressure.
In addition to that, we do have winners of the 4-pack challenge. It'll be the Regulators with the win there, so congratulations. Wild Snaps came close. Only lost by 4 points, which is not a lot. That's basically it for the IWL. I don't think we got anything else going on. Yeah, so you had 121 cards, which is good. Very, very solid. Very happy with the TT.
That's the game right now.
Yeah. Numero uno, leave it on top. So, just like Rocky Marciano and Jim Brown, I don't leave on top. Terry Funk.
There you go.
Forever. Sorry.
You're yellow. Lawler's yellow.
All right. So next up, what do we have? The BWL.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I was requested to do this with my Boston accent by someone, so I will try my best to do that.
Don't even have a Boston accent.
Well, not. It comes out when I'm tired or driving.
Okay. That's right.
Black Widow League, number 8. All right, the champion is.
Holy shit! It's fucking Mark Wahlberg. Marky Mark, is that you?
No. By the way, someone told me his movie, What Happened to Charlie, was like absolutely dreadful or something like that. Something about Charlie. They said it was god awful. And then we started talking about Mark Wahlberg movies, and we were trying to name like good ones.
He has a couple.
And I kept saying Transformers movies.
I like The Other Guys. That's a good movie.
Really. Which one?
The Other Guys with Will Ferrell.
Oh, that's Aim for the Bushes. It's one of my favorite scenes.
It's
Aim for the Bushes.
Dirty Mike and the Boys, and that was a good film.
There was a car when I parked in Boston and worked in the city. There was a car at the parking garage. It was just always filthy, like it's there for months. Yeah. So I wrote, "Thanks for the F Shack, Dirty Mike and the Boys." Which, if you haven't seen that movie, go see the movie. You'll understand that reference. All right. Anyways, so sorry. Black Widow champion, Queen of the Ring, Gina Colada. BWL Television champion, Huntress. The Battle Royal winner was Queen of the Ring, Gina Colada. Japan Idol champion, Tiamat. Yoshi champion, Spitfire, Jeannie Briggs. Zenjo champion, newcomer, out of the blue, new wrestler, Lady Paladin, Atomica Earwax. And I always think when I read those names, I'm like, is there like a dirty slang in there somewhere? Like Michael Hunt, type
Whoa.
thing. Hey, I worked with a guy whose name was, in fact, Mike, and his last name was Hunt. He changed it to that. He's a dirty old man. He was fantastic. Anyways, Luchadores champion, Addison Killswitch. Cholitas champion, Zuckaroo Zebop. I think that's 2 cycles in a row for Zuckaroo. Bellatrix champion, Varuk Assault. Themysciara champion, Wildfire Betty Red. Hollywood champion, Meat Train. Sin City champion, Rain Grady. Willowick champion, Aria Gunpowder Kid. So, this is number 8 cycle in the league history. The 11th cycle will be the matches for the pay-per-view. So you get time to build up to your matches. In this coming issue, I really lay out like all the matchups. I think they're pretty much in there already, but just be sure to pump them up, call them out, etc. And then cycle 12 will be the write-up. And that pay-per-view, of course, is No Man's Land. We're setting a cycle of every 5 cycles to do a pay-per-view. So, 3 a year, essentially. Otherwise, the league's in good shape. We're still holding strong. We have, I think, 26 wrestlers right now. So, it's pretty good. We're holding steady. Shiloh Wallace is on leave for a bit. Tyler's taking a break. So he'll be back maybe by the beginning of the year. We'll see what happens. Although I've always said, I think in pro wrestling, actually, it would be better if more wrestlers took breaks, keep them fresher, both physically and with the fans.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're like, I remember Randy Orton until he got hurt this most recent time. He was out, he'd been healthy for a long time. And just like, he had just kind of been through like everything you could do with him, It's like, what else you got for him to do?
He's on national television for fucking 15 years.
Yeah. It's like doing a report for like years and years and years.
Yeah.
So that's the BWL, everybody.
All right, fantastic. Do you got anything IWAR wide other than the specialty championships?
Just a few things. Tomorrow night again is going to be the draft. If all holds well, it's going to be live. It's going to be a shoot draft. There's no like behind the scenes deals. In the past we used to tape this before we announced it type thing. We'd do it ahead of time. That's not happening. It's live.
Yeah.
There might be trades. It won't be as high end graphics as last time. It's more live, so you'll see who's getting drafted to where. An important thing to remember is if you are drafted, you don't have to leave your league anymore. You can stay there till you are due to graduate, and we will rank your scoring based on your league you're in. So if you're in the NWL, it goes towards that. And whoever has the most points over the 4 cycles remaining in the year, you will be the champion of the IWAR draft. Last year, Stevie Vertigo won it, and Stevie went on to win the IWAR Revolutionary Championship.
Didn't deserve it.
He did not. He broke the champion's leg in the process. Really, horrifying.
And he gets a shot now because he just beat Luther in the best of 7. So I mean, could be 2-time Revolution champion.
That was a fluke true. Anyway.
That's right. Other things going on. I announced this in the last show, and I think I announced it in the report. In 2023, the Johnny B Cup and the Frank Morano Memorial Tag Team Tournaments, those tournaments are going to be open to the wrestlers in the BRL, IWL, NWL, but also if you're in the BBL, CWL, DZL, or WTL, your wrestlers are going to be eligible to join. So we'll be banging out the actual numbers like maximum amount of entries, prize breakdown. What I'm looking to do is bring in some of the elements from other contests. So, for instance, we'll have a thing where we break the credit prize down throughout the whole series, so there's more winners. So, for instance, there might be like highest strat of the cycle will get a part of the money, and then overall, like top finisher in each league will earn a certain amount of money, and then overall, like the top 4 to 8 finishers will earn credit. So we're trying to make it so it's like a lot of people winning credit. So there's a lot to go around, and we're going to try to make prizes really cool. Of course, we always give a trophy out, which I'm ordering one for Flash Jack Ferdinand. That got delayed, and then it got away from me. I was like, oh, yeah, I got to order that trophy for Jack. So I'm doing a promo page, and the promo page is pretty slick looking. It has all the trophies for all the winners and pictures of the winners. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and it's going to be insane tracking the scoring, but it'll be fun, and if it works out really well, then we're planning to do a fall event that'll be new to it'll be an old event we're bringing back, but I think it'll be really popular. So that's I think that's it for events. I think we're gonna start collecting nominations for our year-end awards. So I'll be putting that out because believe it or not, it's October, but before you know it, January will be here and we'll be throwing awards to people. So send those nominations. I'll be putting a thing together for that. So that's all I got for that, yo.
All right, man. I dig it. So is there anything else?
As long as you dig that.
Is there anything else before we depart?
Aaron, is there any events in NWL coming up, like the Bad Company Cup or any of that stuff?
Yeah, the Bad Company Cup is firing up. The results, first round results, will be based on this coming cycle's rat totals. I think we have about 8 teams entered. That should wrap up just as we're turning the clock to 2023. So that'll be pretty cool.
Nice.
We've had some good tag teams in the NWL. Even though we've had a bit of an exodus, we still have some good teams hanging in there. So I'm a bit of a fan of tag team wrestling. So it'll be good to recognize those guys. We just wrapped up our Clash of Champions pay-per-view. We've got a new Young Lions champion in Dark Danger.
Oh shit!
So the results were written up and they're in the most recent bulletin. If you want to check those out. Congrats to all the champions. To any new guys who are looking to get into pay-per-views, make sure you TT. We always love that in the NWL, and the guys who TT kind of get first shot at being on the pay-per-views. I think we're going to be trying to switch up the format a little bit when it comes to pay-per-views, but I think as we wind down 2022, there's going to be a couple of kind of fun changes that are going to be coming about to the NWL. But yeah, no real big events happening, but I'm pretty excited to see what happens at the draft as well, because the NWL is kind of a pipeline to the BRL and to the IWL, and that's always kind of fun to see where guys end up.
Awesome.
Do you dig that?
I do dig it. For sure. All right, guys. So it looks like we are officially out of time. So for Matt, for Aaron, I'm Alex G. See you tomorrow.